Are you wondering if you're doing the right things to guide your baby's learning and development? Well, in this video, we're going to explore how your baby learns and what you can do to help them develop their unlimited potential. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Susan Stephenson, violinist and teacher here at my online studio, Beautiful Heart Musical Journey, Babies and Beyond, where I teach your musical baby classes and Suzuki violin lessons. And one of the goals that I have for this channel is to guide you and your baby to become lifelong learners together and to develop a deeper relationship with each other through musical activities. So be sure to subscribe to this channel so that you won't miss any future videos. Now, many parents make the mistake of believing that either their baby is born with certain talents and abilities or they're not. And they aren't alone. Despite all the research, people still believe that talent is inherited. Now, you can continue to wonder about how your baby will develop and grow, but if you keep watching, I'll show you a better way to guide your baby to develop their unlimited potential. Now, it can be hard to believe that your child has unlimited potential because you have to think outside of the typical educational developmental box. But it can become easier with the educational ideas I'm going to share with you right now. I'd like to introduce you to Your Musical Baby Class. And the reason that you should consider Your Musical Baby Class is because you and your baby can learn together and grow together in a way that is more natural and free from pressure. Did you know that your baby has been learning every single day since they were born? In fact, everything is new to your baby, and learning is going on moment by moment. And think about that. Now consider all the things that your baby has been exposed to already. How have these things affected their development and learning? Have they been exposed to good and beautiful things? Your Musical Baby Class is a Suzuki Early Childhood Education, SECE, or CEASE for short, a CEASE program. It is based on the education method of Japanese violinist, teacher, and philosopher Dr. Shinichi Suzuki. And Dr. Suzuki spent almost his entire life teaching parents and their children. He believed that it was possible that every child can learn and has unlimited potential. His mother tongue method of education challenges the notion that talent is inherited. One day, Suzuki realized that children all over the world learn to speak their native language easily and naturally. That's why he called his educational method the mother tongue method. He then took that learning process and applied it to teaching very young children to play violin. The children learn in small steps, and they build their playing ability by reviewing what they are already doing and improving it. This process develops their playing potential to a high degree, which brings us to every child can learn and has unlimited potential despite the law of heredity. Dr. Suzuki consistently talked about the law of heredity versus the law of ability. So many times we excuse someone's lack of skills or their behavior with, oh, they were just born that way, or we simply say, I don't believe that my baby can even do that. To be sure, we are all born subject to the law of heredity, and we have no control over certain physical features that we have. For instance, our natural eye color or hair color, our height, the size of our nose, or the size of our feet. But every child can learn and has unlimited potential because of the law of ability. We also do not have control over physical or mental challenges. However, we can choose to just let it go with, well, that's how they were born, or we can believe that they can learn and have unlimited potential. Your baby can develop abilities far beyond what you may think they can. And you know, all parents experience a degree of anxiety about their children at some point. And some of your fears might be Is my child slow? Or are they meeting the benchmarks, such as rolling over, walking, talking, or doing certain things? Let me say that if you're questioning yourself, you are probably doing the right things. But sometimes we all just need a little guidance and encouragement. So let me give you one example. I knew a little boy that would say a word here or there, but not consistently. And there was a concern that he had some sort of issue. And his parents brought the issue to their pediatrician, who wasn't overly concerned at that particular point. This continued until he was 2.5 years old. But instead of speaking a word here or there, or putting 2 and 3 word sentences together, he suddenly decided to start talking in paragraphs. He had been absorbing the language all along, put it together, and started using it. Now, his parents could have gone crazy with worry, but they decided to follow the plan to continue to model good speech patterns to him. They read to him, sang to him, played music for him, and they made the choice to expose him to beautiful things. And they still continue to believe that that boy can learn and has unlimited potential. Now, I need to put a disclaimer in here right now. Please know that I am not a medical expert. Obviously, if you have concerns about your baby's development, you certainly need to seek a professional's help. But regardless of the circumstances, you need to believe that your child can learn, grow, and achieve their full potential in their own way and time. The law of ability says that your child can learn through gaining knowledge and repeating skills until it is automatic. And as adults, we tend to forget about the repetition part because we do most things automatically and never give it a thought. However, someone gave us the knowledge, and then we repeated the skill to develop the ability to do a particular thing. As parents, you are that someone in your baby's life. You must put the law of ability into action. And right now, when your child is a baby, is the time to begin nurturing their learning relationship with you. Keep in mind that your degree of influence with your child continues to decrease as they grow. And at every stage, they will be seeking more and more independence. You must plan to nurture your baby with love and choose to expose them to good and beautiful things that will help them learn and grow into their full potential. Knowing this, how will it affect how you interact with your child? In what ways will this help you look for opportunities to expose your baby to various experiences, to nurture them and develop their abilities? Dr. Suzuki said, "Foster all children as human beings with sensitivity and ability for truth, goodness, and beauty." Don't wait until your baby gets older before you expose them to fine music, fine art, reading books, good manners, and being kind. Don't wait until they can play the music or paint the picture or read the book. Whet their appetite for these good and beautiful things sooner rather than later. I want you to think about something. Do we wait until a child is 5 or 6 years old to teach them to talk? We would never do that. But if we apply the typical method of education that we use, it would tell us that the child can only speak the words they can read and write. How absurd is that? But that is what we do when we deny a child exposure to these beautiful things in life just because they are considered not old enough to do it. Furthermore, the typical educational system pressures children into learning after it has made them wait to learn. Your musical baby class is designed to allow your baby to learn without pressure, in their own way and in their own time. And when learning happens this way, it is more likely to be retained. It also encourages lifelong learning. I'd like to share with you this quote from cellist, composer, and conductor Pablo Casals on being unique and unlimited potential. Casals said, "Each second we live in a new and unique moment of the universe, a moment that never was before and never will be again." And what do we teach our children in school? We teach them that 2 and 2 are 4, and Paris is the capital of France. When will we also teach them, do you know what you are? You are a marvel. You are unique. In all the world, there is no other child exactly like you. In the millions of years that have passed, there has never been another child like you. You may become a Shakespeare, a Michelangelo, a Beethoven. You have the capacity for anything. Yes, you are a marvel. And when you grow up, can you then harm another one who is like you, a marvel? You must cherish one another. You must work. We must all work to make this world worthy of its children. And that's from Joys and Sorrows, Reflections by Pablo Casals. Now, I encourage you to make a plan for nurturing a sensitive heart and developing the abilities of your little one to help them reach their great potential. Suzuki said, "As parents and teachers of our succeeding generations, our future rests tenderly in our hands and hearts as we cultivate our children." Your child can develop their potential and abilities in whatever good and beautiful experiences you give them. You and your baby can develop a deeper emotional and learning relationship. These in turn can nurture beautiful hearts in both of you. So give your baby these life experiences now. And to help you do that, I'd like to give you and your baby an opportunity to experience beauty, become lifelong learners together, and to develop a deeper relationship with each other through musical activities. I invite you and your baby to observe an online Your Musical Baby class for free on any Saturday morning. And I know you're a busy parent, so I've made it easy for you to attend the class. Simply use the Busy Parent link in the description below the video to sign up. Once you are signed up, you will receive the details and Zoom link to the class in an email. And you and your baby can begin your beautiful heart musical journey today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.